Rural outreach coordinators, they partner with the federal, local, and state. And then they basically just make sure that they're aware of the different benefits that they may be entitled to receive. Telebenefits is another program that we have, which veterans can actually go into one of our community out-based clinics, and they can meet with someone in the regional office and speak to them via teleconference and via teleconference. Our tribal outreach, as said before, Native American veterans and Alaska Native veterans are the highest representative in our armed forces. And then we have the tribal veterans representatives. These are people that are appointed by the tribal government for their particular tribe. So the VA actually trains them in VA benefits and works with them as far as training to ensure that they understand all of the benefits, and they can actually, in turn, explain that benefits to the tribes that they represent. VA has Minority Veterans Program coordinators also located in our 56 region offices, and again, they are responsible for outreach in communities. And then we partner with the Office of Tribal Government Relations, which is a part of the Office of the Secretary, and they are primarily responsible for working with the tribal governments. And then we also provide the Native American Direct Home Loan for veterans who wants to build a home or purchase property on tribal lands. And then one of the initiatives that we came up with for the last fiscal year, a solicitation was sent out to all of the tribes, federally recognized tribes, for us to work with hosting a claims clinic. And with the claims clinic, we would go in, accept claims, answer questions regarding benefits. And we actually had 21 tribal communities that participated. And we had 34 claims events that assisted over 950 veterans and their family members. So this is something that we're actually looking forward to doing in FY19. And this is just some of the resources that we have in the VA. More information for you. And again, we have a resource table out. So if you get a chance, please go out and take a look at the resource table. It has more information about the different benefits and services that VA offers. And I think that is it. Okay. I'm not controlling it. I'm not controlling it. Somebody over there is. I'm gonna step away from the podium.
Here you go. When you speak of Julian well. He is diligent about getting you to your break somewhat close to on time. All right, in the about 2.5 minutes that we have left, we are going to try to answer one question. It's a series of questions that Greg received. Most of those questions were related to, can you get my phone number taken off of the telemarketing call list? If so, we will erect a statue in my hometown honoring you. No, there were a number of questions from tribal and rural community members indicating that elders in those communities had poor access to service, poor customer service from the large companies, that there was what they suggested was almost an extortion-like practice of raising rates if you have a contract or not delivering quality service. Who is it that individuals can talk to? Is that an FCC issue, or is that a local issue that they should reach out to a state or local entity?
Thanks. Great question. So we do have a consumer complaint system at the FCC. but I would encourage them to go a different route only because I think it's more effective. And so one of my duties is to review what is called congressionals, which means that someone calls their congressman or senator or gets in touch with their caseworker, and then the complaint comes as a referral from the member of Congress. It gets coded in our complaint system as a little higher profile. And then I'm the one who sends the letters to the members of Congress saying we've dealt with it. So we have a complaint process, but if they want to get a faster response, I would encourage them to go to their district office of the member of Congress or the senator and complain about the situation that way. And then it becomes a super complaint in a sense, and it gets more attention, and especially from the company, because they're sensitive to those things. I made a rookie mistake, Trent. I forgot my handout, to mention my handout, which has all the links of all the details that supports my presentation. They're outside on the table, so I won't do that again. Thank you.
There were a number of questions for the panelists that we were unable to get to, but I've just spoken with everyone and they gave me an affirmative head nod. We will make ourselves available following this presentation up here in this area, or find folks out at their tables later to follow up with your questions about resources. I know Renee had seen one question. She said she's got a great answer, so if you send a question to Renee, seek her out. I want to end with how I began, saying thank you. There is so much gratitude that we all have to those of you that are on the front line advocating for elder justice. A bit of housekeeping as we go into our break. When we return, we will return to breakout rooms. So in this room here in the ballroom, the redoubtable Katie Sullivan will be leading a panel showcasing the strength of rural communities. And in Salon F and G will be Ron Parsons, the U.S. Attorney from South Dakota, focusing on elder justice issues that are showcasing the strength of tribal communities. You've got about probably 14 minutes now. Thank you, everyone. One more round of applause for our panel.